put that on a t-shirt.
It would make a great t-shirt. If it was on a t-shirt, would you buy it? I know I would.
Yeah. Drop a comment if you're watching this video. Would you buy that t-shirt? Because the way Crystal and I are with stuff, we break everything.
That's true. It definitely may make a good sticker, if nothing else.
Holy crap. Oh my gosh. All right, Jason. So I guess what else you want to talk about today?
What should we talk about?
Well, this is a motorcycling podcast.
It is a motorcycling podcast. I would have to agree with that.
This is our first time. We're rookies.
Well, I'm very rookie. You're not. I mean, you're in comparison to me, you're a professional.
But this is my first ever podcast. So.
I mean, this is like me sitting here with Joe Rogan in my world.
Jeez.
I mean, it's a lot. I get it.
That you just put like a lot of pressure on me over here.
I put a lot of pressure on myself today.
Oh my god!
I've been sitting here worrying about this all day long. I swear.
I've been excited about it all day long.
Well, I've been excited, but I just kind of worried. It's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say?
Well,
like, what do you do with your hands? Like, I don't understand what do you keep them down?
Dude, it's just like Ricky Bobby, man. You just let him go.
I literally watched that last night. That's what made me think.
You just let him go.
Yeah.
But
I keep them down.
Leave my hands alone. I'll do what I want. But here's the thing. I was excited for you to do this because we've had so many great conversations over the years that I'm just like, man, I wish I had that recorded.
It's true. It is true. We have had great conversations.
Because it's kind of fun. We're friends. We do the same thing, but we live on two opposite ends of the same hobby.
That's exactly correct. That's a very good way to put it.
So we always have a good conversation as in new points of view. And I explained to Crystal I
represent the silent majority of the bikers out there.
You actually do. Because we over the years we've gotten comments, or some little snarky stuff like, "Oh, I have to work a real job," and da 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 da.
I work a real job too.
Yeah, but because we do it full time. But on the other end, a lot of people don't know like how much work we actually put into this.
Well, I mean, it's like for you guys, they say you got to. People might say you got to work a real job, but I think this goes back to a really interesting point that you can bring up about social media.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can dig into this. This is a broad spanning podcast. You know what I mean? We can touch on things here.
Okay.
So let's touch on that.
All right.
Because I think here's what people do. I think people see the end result. You're watching this video and you say, "Hey, man, look at those two pudgy old weird guys talking about crap in their garage. How cool would that be if that was me?" Maybe. But I say it to say like this because people, number one, they don't understand how much work you put into it. And they just see that end product. They're like, "Oh, these guys don't have nothing to do but sit around their garage and talk." I mean, shit, I worked 16 hours today. I get up, I'm going to get back up here at 4:30 in the morning and go back to work for another 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you do the same thing too. You do it. Crystal does it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yes. Despite what you may think, we're not that famous. We all still have real jobs.
Exactly. We're still living the normal life.
Yeah, we're normal.
Yeah,
we're just average people.
But what people really don't realize, I'm not even the greatest editor about stuff out there, and I've sat and actually averaged for every minute that I have in a video or anything I record, it takes me about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It averages out about an hour a minute per video.
Right.
Because it's a lot of detail work.
Oh, yeah.
First you're organizing all, especially when we were doing the huge trips,
Yeah.
I'd had days and days of footage I'd have to go through and organize.
Sure.
And then you got to figure out what you want to use.
Right.
All right. Then you got to correct stuff like collar.
Right.
Then you got to correct like anything that's grainy with the videos. I mean, there's so much detail.
Well, you see these guys out there, and I think the thing that throws everybody, it's like you see these people out there, these really big name guys out there, like, and they're not just in the motorcycle world, like say like guys like Whistling Diesel and all these kind of guys, Wes Chaplin. People don't understand. They've got huge, massive following, and they have massive money that comes in for it. Obviously, the Whistling Diesel guy, he's got somewhere around the way, he works. You know what I mean? He works for his money. He works for his money by making videos, but he's got a production team that does all that post edit stuff for him at this point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't have that. You got to do all that stuff, all the audio, all the video. You're doing all that just to post 5 minutes of video.
Yep. And
Yeah.
for somebody, when we started this, I didn't do any social media.
Right.
So it's like I was completely having to learn everything, and it was. I mean, it was a lot. It's a lot of hard work. I mean, we're still learning. We're getting better. Hopefully, people go back on our YouTube channel and our videos and stuff. Dude, you can see how rough it was at the beginning.
Right.
Oh, dude, it was like you're watching a VHS home movie in the '80s, man. Like it was rough.
Maybe we should try that. Maybe I can like run over to my mom and dad's over there and like dig in their closet and find their old VHS. And let's take that thing and strap it to the back. Let's strap that thing to the back of the Road King. And let's tear the mountain up. Let's see what kind of classic video shots we can get with it.
Oh, dude, it'd be worth. We'll call it the Blair Witch Project motorcycle style, because know that thing's gonna be
I'll have to counterweight it on the other side of the balance of the bike there. I'll have to fill one of the saddlebags up with sand or something.
It sounds like a what we'll call this, the hillbilly garage.
The hillbilly garage. I don't know. I haven't really thought of a name for this place. But what is this?
I just say it's the captain. I go over to the captain.
The captain's house.
Yeah.
The captain's quarters.
Which I am.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, the captain's
quarters. The captain's quarters.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to call our little studio the captain's quarters.
I like this.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how much crap I had to move around in this garage to be able to get us at least a halfway decent backdrop that wasn't cobwebs and junk. If we 360'd around this garage, you'd be like, yep,
I am.
They're just like us.
I am so glad just to have some room to do this.
All right.
I usually do it in the camper, and it's like,
how is that? How is camper life? I'm sure people have, there's people out there. I mean, you see people out here all the time that, social media people and whatnot that, do the bus life thing, schoolies, do all kind of stuff in trailer life.
So there's pros and cons to it.
Right.
Of course, I don't hate it, but there is limitations because we're getting to a point in our journey that to be able to produce and do what we want, I need a spot that's not camper.
Right.
To have the equipment to do what we're doing. But at the same time, it's been super helpful in the adventures that we have because it's real easy to get around, put stuff in,
right,
and just go spot to spot.
Right.
So there's pros and cons to everything. The other thing is, you think you complain about keeping your house up.
You think that when you have such a small space, it'd be easy, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
Because you never get it, like nothing ever becomes organized. It's just constantly cleaning, moving the clutter around from point A to point B.
Pretty much reorganize the clutter to be able to function for whatever you need to do that day.
Living in 100 square feet of space is rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But it's also gave us great adventures.
Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about.
So
you guys started this journey, for the experience, and that's an important thing too.
I mean, just think about it. We started in the trailer that I wrecked of yours.
That's true.
Because it used to be our trailer.
Right.
We started with that thing loaded down.
Right.
Moved up to the camper that we're in now.
Yep. Yeah, you've come a long way.
We have.
So yeah, I mean, as I said, it's interesting. I think people don't understand that. Like, it's got its pros and its cons.
It does. Like, it's one of those things that
it's one thing if you take your camper out on the weekends or for a week here to go camping here and there, you know what I mean? But when you're living in a camper full time, yeah, that some days it just becomes a job.
It really does. And moving days, oh my gosh, moving days. Because you're reorganizing the organized chaos.
Oh, well, I feel like it's just life with Crystal anyway.
Organized chaos.
Organized chaos.
I mean, that's the funny thing. You've known her longer than I have. Because you guys were friends, and then we started dating. That's how we became friends.
Yep.
And then we knew a lot of the same people, and it's like it's kind of like me and Jeff.
Yeah.
Love just to death. Become really good friends. Close, because we lived down next to him. We spent a year hanging out. And we talk about, we knew basically all the same people we never met.
Right.
It was kind of crazy.